Hi guys, how are you? Camilo here on a quick drive this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning in North Carolina. Wanted to take an opportunity to be productive and cut a video to share with you because I've been reading a really cool book, as you all know, called The Secret Code of Success. I'm almost wrapping up. And I went back and read a chapter that was really fascinating to me. It's titled Goal-Free Zones. And this is sort of step 4 of a 7-step process to, success and wealth, according to Noah St. John, of course. And it's a really fascinating book. I really encourage you guys to pick it up. It's just incredible. In this chapter, however, dealing with goals, I was really fascinated by the concept of like being able to step away from them for a while. Just give yourself a break, to not constantly grind your nose, trying to get to the thing that you wrote down you wanted to accomplish. Because I think that that's almost a detriment now that I think about it a little bit more deeply and introspectively. So for instance, if you wrote down on your piece of paper when you were writing goals at some point and you said, I want to make, $15,000 per month or $20,000 per month, you put a lot of pressure on yourself to achieve that goal. And then you get to doing the daily things you have to do to get there. And it's a constant crushing, sense of pressure, and anxiety, because you realize, it's a large figure for someone who probably is making a quarter of that or less. So the idea is, what if you just take a break, walk away from the thing that you're doing and allow yourself to relax and then get back to it. In fact, when he talks about like when you're working, he actually encourages you to take, 10, 15-minute breaks every 90 minutes or so, because it's been proven scientifically that you're going to be more productive anyway. If you do that, you're going to be able to sort of re-energize your brain by taking those little breaks. I guess that's kind of like the same concept of taking those, 15-minute power naps. And so basically what he's saying is it's okay to sort of break away from like the total grind. In fact, there's a little quote that says, if you keep your nose to the grindstone all the time, eventually you're going to end up with no nose. And I can see how that is, because, there's a time in every one of our lives where we want something so bad enough, it's the only thing that we can think about, and so that's all we do. But we do it at the detriment of what? Not spending time with family, neglecting other things that are important in our lives, responsibilities, you name it. So I thought that was a really interesting concept. There was this other thing, though, that I really wanted to focus on, and that's, ensuring that the goals that you have set for yourself are your own. And I can relate to this because when I was a kid, my dad was a civil engineer, and I always thought that this was the thing that I needed to do. I needed to become some successful engineer or, businessman, because I wanted to make my dad proud. And for the first 2-3 years in college, the first 2 years in college, I didn't quite complete college, but when I started college, I remember making and basing a lot of my decisions, based on what I thought my dad would be proud of rather than what I wanted to do. And then when I realized that what I wanted to do was be a designer and eventually a art director and a creative director, which is what I am today, it made life easier, because I was almost free now to pursue the thing that was going to make me truly happy. And I really encourage you again to figure out if that's what you're doing, if you're really going after the goals and the objectives that you really want. In other words, when you say, man, this guy's making 20, 30 grand a month, I want to do that. Like, why do you want $20,000, $30,000 a month? I mean, do you really need that much money? And I'm not in any way suggesting that you don't go for it and that you don't try and achieve that amazing accomplishment. But what I'm saying is, if you're someone right now making, $5,000 a month, and you're living life and you're getting by, let me ask you a question. Would you be happier if you were able to make that same $5,000, but you were able to do it in 2 to 3 hours a day without slaving away in a cubicle? My guess is you would be very happy to do that, and you'd realize at that point that, sure, would it be nice to make 10, 15, 20? Yes, but if you systematically cut all your debt out, if you paid your car off, if you paid your mortgage, and then you were making $5,000 a month, and you had no debt, and now all you have to do is just figure out, how to spend your time because you're only working 2-3 hours a day, that would be a pretty empowering and fulfilling life. So, I encourage you to think about your goals in that way as well, to make sure that they truly are what you want. That's what I got out of this chapter. I thought it was an excellent read. And again, I highly recommend that you pick up this book. It's called The Secret Code to Success, or of Success rather, by Noah St. John. It's awesome. And go pick it up. Start reading right now. All right. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care. Have a blessed and awesome day.